thoughts from a boss, baby. Back at all costs, you know. Felt the spirit move me this morning, so trying to get it in before the kids wake up. This is my week with all the kids, you know, 2 of them basically with me all the time, and then every other weekend I'm just free. And I worked hard to get it that way, and I work hard to keep it that way, because I got 2 baby mamas. You know, a little self-reflection how I always start out, and I got them both on the same weekend, you feel me? So, I'd like to welcome y'all to the Matrix today, though. Yeah, you know, I hear a lot of people out here talking about how they're depressed and, you know, things like that. I don't believe in depression, you know, like how the doctors will tell you need medication and whatnot. I don't believe in that. I believe that there's situations to where, you know, things are hard, you know. I think it comes down to I think it comes down to the necessity of the human nature and being wanted and feeling loved. Yeah. You see, most of the things that we do is for the attention and mainly of the opposite sex. But see, in the Matrix, and I say welcome to the Matrix because that's what it is. It's just that, you know, there's so many blue pills floating around that enough people have taken them. But what your boy say, he knew something was fake, but he still ate it because he had gremlin, a super gremlin. And that's how a lot of people are. Y'all knew that wasn't no real blue pill, and you still ate it. And now look at you. Can't get off your Facebook, can't get off your Instagram. Your YouTube algorithm is showing you shit that you shouldn't see. Commercials, your phone popping up with advertisements that you was thinking about. You ain't even typed it yet. You was thinking about it. And here go the ad. That shit was on sale now. Welcome to the Matrix, man. You thought they was being your friend, your homie, when they was giving all that money out a couple years ago, Mike. They wasn't being your friend. They wasn't being your homie. Them motherfuckers was playing you. They gave y'all that money knowing what was about to happen. Where the money at now? Y'all gave it back to the same people who raised the prices on us. See, when they gave y'all all that money and the gas was floating around $2, they was lowering the prices as they was giving you the money. Because they knew that you go out spending. Yeah. You go out, fill up, go places, spend money, fill up, come back. See, now that the money dried up, you really need some money to get out and move. I put $50 in my motorcycle. $50. Now, I ain't tripping on the cost to be the boss. I'm prepared to get where I need to go. You feel me? I do what I gotta do. Out that 50, came back some more. That's the rules of the game. That's how the laws of the game go. Money is imaginary. I'm telling you, welcome to the Matrix. Because the shit is imaginary, my nigga. You only can move as fast as you think you can move. You ain't watched the movie, did you? Obviously, y'all ain't watched the movie. Y'all need to double back. I'm talking about the first Matrix. That's the only real one. That's the one with the real information. The rest of it was to confuse the first one. The rest of them was to confuse the first one. So, I know y'all didn't think life could be like this, but we gonna unlearn everything you learned to relearn what you need to. Mhm. So welcome to the Matrix, dog. You feel me? I know it's hard out there, but it's just an illusion. The last couple weeks, man, I done seen like at least 3 ladies walking out with some carts of food. And I'm gonna tell you how it started with the first one. The first one, you know, I seen her in the aisles, you know, and we all do what we do. You know, I thought she walked past me and then she stopped in the aisle. So, you know, I walked past her in the aisle after I got my milk. She was still there. So I walked past her. I spoke, hey, what's up? She spoke, hey, what's up? But she ain't put her phone down. So I kept moving. I go pay for the milk. I'm coming outside. Who outside with the cart? Shorty. So what I do? I just run over there real quick, like, hey, shit, I get that cart for you. You gonna get up out of here. Next time, you could have just took mines for me. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real smooth. Let her know I seen you. But at the same time, get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help you, shorty. I know what time it is, man. But next time you see me and that's what you want, take my shit. Yeah, nigga, y'all gotta think outside the box, man. See, y'all so mad and caught up in the feminist movement because it's unnatural and it is conflicting and it's making you mad. But this is where I step you outside the matrix. There's really only one testament of a female-led civilization. And for those of you that don't know, in the history books of all civilizations, and this cannot be a coincidence, maybe that was an experiment, but it's really only one civilization ran by women. The rest of them, coincidentally or not, has been ran by men from the beginning of time until even loosely now, where America is that civilization that's going to be ran by women in the next 10 years. Easy, watch. And it's funny because the Khalifa Indians from California was led by Queen Khalifa. Y'all can do your research. I ain't gotta prove nothing. Y'all can do your research. So, now that was a great civilization. They was top notch. But what happened? Right. But that's the same with most civilizations. But what I'm saying is, that's the only female on record. Right? So, who determines who writes the record books? The niggas that's setting the records. Right? Right, okay, so let's take basketball. Every time there's a real discussion on NBA inside stuff, Shaq is the main one. Kenny's got rings. Shaq's got rings and in the Hall of Fame. I don't think Kenny's in the Hall of Fame. Barkley's in the Hall of Fame, which sometimes you can't help the team that you got. It's a team sport. One individual ain't gonna take you there. Barkley never had Kobe. He ain't had D-Wade. He had Barkley. You feel me? The nigga had Dan Marley. Dan Marley. But that's if y'all watch basketball. So stick with me though, we in the Matrix. So when the discussion gets heated about players, you know, Kenny gotta be quiet. But then when that discussion amongst players take a higher seat, Barkley gotta be quiet, and now really only Shaq is speaking. And then when Shaq gets to speaking on that higher level, now Kenny comes in as sidekick because Kenny is a champion. See, he knows how to play his role to get what he needs. He ain't the man, but he's a champion. Now, Barkley, on the other hand, is not a champion, but he was the man. So, Kenny can't get into the Hall of Fame doors. He ain't a Hall of Famer. Barkley can get in the Hall of Fame doors. But when he gets in the Hall of Fame doors, he can't sit at the table with Shaq and Jordan. He ain't got no rings. It's levels to this shit. Welcome to the Matrix. I'm giving y'all keys to code this shit, man. It's up to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all remember in the Matrix when the nigga walked to the door and he had all the motherfucking keys on his hips and he just boom, and he unlocked it. Some of y'all gonna be able to do it. Some of y'all like, you feel me? Y'all motherfuckers all follow that white rabbit. I ain't talking about no Playboy bunnies, man. Leave them hoes alone. Stop chasing pussy. Get your Lucci up. I'm trying to be 100 with y'all, man. The women's coming, man. They looking for you, trust me. But y'all know how I gotta do. I'm feeling inspired, man. It starts from a boss, man. I started this shit and I get sidetracked too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just coming to realities of my life. You know? So, we all gotta move how we gotta move. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got clipped. I ain't moving fast enough. And another thing, okay? Since we talking Matrix, I'm giving y'all my Matrix decodes, right? So, one of the females that I was talking and dating with, you know, there's a part in the Matrix where Trinity's watching Neo fight, you know, the agent, and he do the and he dodged the bullets and one clipped him. And she asked him, she said, she like, you move like them. And he said, but not fast enough. That stuck with me, because I look at it like this. I look at it like, let's take the laws of God. That's like natural, it's what you feel, right? That's kind of when you're in the Matrix. But when you're in the Matrix is like, it's on paper. That's why they got books. Think about the Dark Ages. They got so many books in the Matrix you can read and develop a skill, and hard work beats talent every day. A farmer can read on how to be a doctor and successfully perform brain surgeries. But before there was a book on brain surgeries, how did someone know how to do a brain surgery? To even write the book is what I normally ask. That's where you gotta take your ass out the Matrix and take that blue pill. So now let's think about the Dark Ages that really happened in human history. Just we throwing history in here too, because this is a Matrix where I gotta take you deep into the Matrix. Some of y'all can swim and some of y'all finna drown. I know most of y'all done turned this shit off already, but I'm gonna take it deep into the Matrix anyway. So, to move like them is to play like them. Yeah, when they gave you that money, you invested in stocks and all this, and now look, everything's crashing. They played you, and the people that gave it to you, you basically gave it back. I remember a pastor telling everybody to put at least 100 into the tithes this week, and he said, I'm gonna put the first 100 in, and he put 100 in. Then he passed the plate around, and by him putting that first 100 in himself, everybody felt compelled that they needed to do it too, because this is the leadership that they following. But I'ma ask y'all, when he starts that plate off and that plate goes around, where does that plate end? Back with the same motherfucker that started it, right? Okay, so the person that starts it, what is you really putting your 100 in the pot doing if it's coming right back and you know it? I'm gonna challenge y'all to think, man. That's why it starts of a boss at all costs. At all costs. Thoughts from a boss. If you ain't thinking like it, because you ain't paying enough. You see where I came from? Paying enough from here. I came from it. Not the pockets. It don't always be the pockets. I'm gonna put this in a way where it's gonna have to be decoded. You gonna get the game if you get the game. But if you don't, then hey, you know, the angel came down and he couldn't find one. Some of y'all gonna go to hell and you ain't even gonna get compensated. You know what I'm saying? Whether right or wrong, either way, if I go to heaven or hell, I'm gonna be compensated in this spacesuit. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to help you, my niggas. I'm trying to help. Thoughts from a boss, back at all costs, baby.